Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And today it's a live. Filmed before a live internet audience. As soon as they get here anyway. Just a little early. I'm having studio computer issues. I noticed it yesterday. And just thought it was one of those little glitchy things. So I didn't do anything about it, y'all. Okay. And so yeah, it's still doing it today, but I have figured out, I was able to get out here early enough that I was able to figure out that, you know, because it's a laptop. So, you know, the little square rectangular thing where you go like this with your finger, that doesn't work anymore, which I'm not surprised because I've decided the computer is, this laptop is, what is it? It's probably about 10 years old. It has been dropped a couple of times, so much so that because it came with a CD-ROM drive on it, y'all. You can't use that anymore because it's kind of cracked open, and I literally have it taped together with duct tape. Okay, and on the little finger controller thingy, it's wore quite a lot of stuff is worn off of it, vintage, even distressed, even, y'all. And I'm hoping you can hear me. I have turned the air conditioner off this morning. I've let the studio cool down and I've turned it off. But if I go to get hot, y'all, it's going to have to come back on. That's all I can say about it. So let's see what else. So anyway, I'm having little complicated issues trying to figure out how to work the laptop without doing that. I've decided within the last 5 minutes that I probably, being optional, could plug in a USB mouse and go that way. But I don't have a mouse out here. Thank you, Jesus. No mices in the studios. And so we'll see. We'll try that later. And then my computer has decided it wants to do an update. That's why I came out early. Because it seems like every time I live stream, it wants to do an update. But today, it decided it wanted to do it after I started the whole going live process, which I don't know. But for those of you who go live, you'll understand that it is a process. And it has been challenging due to not being able to use my finger pad thing. So I thought I'd go ahead and give it a try. Now, I'm not getting excellent internet coverage today. I am down by 1 bar, which is not too horrible. It seems to still be working. So maybe my Facebook message went out, and I also had to send a tweet on the phone because the computer says that it doesn't want to connect to Twitter right now. I don't know. And there we have it. I guess I could go on to Instagram, but that's always a delay thing there too. I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's always a delay thing. For me. Not necessarily for y'all, for me. And I have a couple of things to show, one of which I forgot to show y'all last month at our last live. Hopefully I have sound. There's no one here to say I have sound. I have a green button that says I have sound. So I'm assuming I have sound. Y'all. So let's go ahead and move this, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And I got my my stuff from Xandra the other night, which was Sunday evening, afternoonish. Zandra Scraps to Beauty was live streaming, and I happened to be a winner won a chicken dinner of one of the things she made. Okay, let's get there. Which was this, y'all. Look how pretty. It's even more prettier in real life. Just saying. Okay. And I've got a piece of her faux tree branch here, which it's really nice to see it in person. It does look different on the screen, but it does look nice in person. Okay, phone's chiming in on me. So anywho, this is a piece of cardstock, craft colored cardstock that has been embossed with the wood grain embossing folder. We've got a steamish punkish owl, and we have some cogs. Thank you, Zandra, for signing it. That makes me so stinking happy. And we've got some corrugate board to puff it up, and we've got some molded pieces and some gears, cogs, as you may call them. We've got a beautiful face and an eyeballage, and then a thing in another gear, and we've got lace, and we've got zipper and beautiful peacocky colors. Can you tell? I hope you can tell. Hey, Susie. Yay, someone's here. Thanks, Susie, so much for being here. Can you hear me? I'll type it in just in case. Of course, there's lag. Can you hear me? Question mark. Question mark. Yes, okay. She answered before I even got it typed. And also a part of this, she gave away another one that was, oh, now I'm trying to remember what colors it was. I don't remember which color it was, but she had a second owl, and then she had a couple of pumpkins that she was giving away as the two pumpkins as a set. So she actually had 3 giveaways at her live show. And as part of that, I got this matte wax by Finnabar, and it's charcoal black, and I have never used it. I have sort of seen other people use it, but I have never used it. Opaque, full coverage, permanent, matte vintage look on dark and light surfaces. Apply with your fingers, sponges, dabbing brushes, soft fabric. Perfect for adding and finishing touches to mixed media, home, decor projects. Turn your artwork into a real treasure. All my stuff is a treasure, y'all. It is just a real treasure. Hey, Susan, how are you, darling? How are you, Susie? We got Susan's in here today. It's an S kind of studio. Okay, your colors vary, and sometimes the oils may separate. This is not a defect, but many factors can cause a separation in oil-based products. So it's an oil-based product, y'all. Good. Yes, you are. Susie's and Susans and Susie's and maybe. Take a palette knife, remix it. Once combined, your wax is ready to use again. It's permanent and it's water resistant. Well, of course, it's going to be water resistant if it's oil-based, which it says it is. So maybe we will use it today because why not? We got it. And it appears to have leached out just a wee bit. No worries. It didn't actually leak out. It just kind of scrooched out within its own packaging. So we have this. Let me get a towel, paper towelage. It's actually the back of a napkin. I saved those because why would you throw away a perfectly good back of the napkin? I do have some friends who will stamp on the napkin backs. So they're not wasting them. They're not throwing them away. So it says it's charcoal black, but as maybe you can see. Can you see for me in person, it's coming up dark purple. So hang on, y'all. Just trying to get this loosey-goosey stuff off so I don't make too much of a mess on myself. Okay. Let me move the box over. Close that for a minute. Does it unscrew or come off? It looks like it. Oh, it unscrews. There we go. I don't know that that's considered separation. Let me get a palette knife. I only have 1 million of them. Let's find a smallish one. There we go. Oh, it has a smell. It almost smells soapy. Oh, look how soft it is. Can y'all see how soft it is? Maybe not. That's really soft. Almost whipped cream soft even. That's nice. Okay. I know a lot of people are over at Dee Dee's now that she is doing some live shows on Thursday. So a lot of people are over there. She's doing through StreamYard, so she has a live guest. And I'm sorry, I don't remember who it's supposed to be today. I do have I do have StreamYard on this studio computer. But it doesn't work very well for me out here in the studio because my internet connection is not that great out here in the studio. And the router and all that is in the house. And I won't tell. I won't tell. And I'm Dee Dee always has lots of people, so I'm not worried about snatching anybody away from her. So just cleaning up this edge a little bit where it kind of oozed out, which I'm not surprised because I mean, it's in the South. Hey, Madonna, how are you, darling? I'm in the South, and so it had to travel in really hot conditions, and it is an oil-based thing. So I'm really not that surprised. Let me clean this side out too. And they're actually for this little tube, little tab. It's pretty small. It's a 0.68 fluid ounces, which is 20 milliliters. mLs. Okay. Maybe we'll try this in a little while. I don't know. We'll see. So now I have to wash my hands with a baby wipe. Good thing I had some baby wipes. Oh, y'all. Speaking of baby wipes, it is National Prepper Month, which kind of coincides with winter storms and hurricane season, y'all, because, we're in hurricane season. And if you're anywhere near the coast, you should be aware of hurricanes because we had one come up through Mississippi, Florida panhandle. And it's currently in the Carolinas, I believe, today. So anyway, that's mostly what it's about. It's not about hoarding. It's not about hoarding, y'all. It's about having enough supplies on hand for your immediate family. Hey, Billie, how are you, darling? It's actually the whole month, Susie. Preparation month, not preparation H month. And it's so that it kind of helps to make you aware that you do need to have stuff on hand for emergencies, whether national, local, or just natural disasters. Okay, y'all. So, and I've always kept baby wipes on hand because You never know when you're going to run out, and you don't want to run out because you might need them. Okay, they're good for more than just arting. All right, you might. They work in the house if you run out of toilet paper. Just throwing that out there. Okay, just throwing that out there. But there's other things you know, and as artists that like to buy supplies. In a way, we are preppers, aren't we? So let's go back to our Xandra box. I had also ordered some stuff from her store, which is paintandpaperstudios.com. It's a storefront. Not necessarily promoting her, but I do get stuff from her. Yeah, but the weather is dreadful, Susie. Bless your heart. We haven't gotten a drop of rain, and we're very dry, very dry. But anyway, because I'd already ordered some stuff, I told her, I said, I'm going to go ahead and check out, and then you can just throw that prize in the same box and won't be minus the postage or any of that. So I got some Stamperia die cuts, and they're a little thicker than what I thought they would be, which is fine. They're just thicker, and she's so wonderful, y'all. She typically throws in a couple of napkins, so I got this one. Cheers, witches. That's a itches, and this beautiful sunflower-ish flower. I needed some gold foil because I have a crap load of foil, but I didn't have gold. Now I do. And then she's got, oh, look, there's a die cut fell out. Get back in your house, die cut. So I got some Jane Davenport stamps that's just adorable. Just adorable. This one is Fluent Fantastic. Speak Fluent Fantastic. That's me, y'all. I'm fluent and fantastic. You've been getting, okay, so Florida's been getting a lot of rain, but they're not complaining because they needed it. Yeah. This one is Walk with Courage. And I think she had a couple more. These were the ones that I liked. So these were the ones I got. And she's got a hat, and I would assume you could put them on either girl. And, you know, hey, thank you so much, Billie. Super chat. Thank you, darling. So much. I would assume you could put the hat and some of these things on any of these other people because they are approximate same size, interchangeable stuff. And then this one is Beautiful Dreamer. And she's got this big ballet looking skirt and a couple of crowns and a couple of pairs of ballerina shoes. And I would just, you could probably interchange it. I'm real sure about that. So maybe we'll use one of these and maybe we won't. This was on the outside of the box, which is one of her stickers that I tore off because I will keep it and use it probably maybe. So we're going to put those back in there. And she sent a new little sticker thing. That's one of her mermaid girls. This is her business card, and this is also one of the girls she has done, which is Frida Darling. And then she sent a thank you tag because that's how Xandra is. She's so neat. And we will put these treasures back in the box because that's what we're going to do with that. Now, because of the computer issues, I did bring out my newer Fujitsu, but I don't necessarily want to set it up out here because the screen on it is very flaky, and it's already been replaced once. I bought it, and within a week, they had to replace the screen, and then it took it 3 years for the screen to go out again. And that's been about a year, and that's already doing its blinky thing. So, from Jane Davenport, yeah, they have them at Tuesday morning, but a lot of sometimes it's always hit and miss with them. A lot of them are closing because they filed bankruptcy, and they're going to close some of them. Not any of mine. And I've got 3 to choose from. Well, 2 are within 7 miles one way and then 7 miles that way. Am I too far? and then one is probably about 15 miles that way. So this is, I don't know if any of y'all do Twitter art exhibit. That's hashtag TAE and then whatever the year is. Currently it's 20, so it's TAE 20. And it's where you as an artist make a postcard, but it has to be the European size postcard, okay, which is bigger than an American 4x6. Not a lot bigger, but just enough that you need to make it the European size. So this year, I've been doing it like 4 or 5 years. I don't even know. Something like that, 4 or 5 years. So they took the postcard I sent them this year and used it along with others. Hang on, let me scrooge this up. On their poster and the cover of their catalog. Now, the postage on getting the poster mailed to me was more than buying the poster. It was more than the cost of the poster. Oh, yeah, exactly, Billie. You're not going to go to one of them unless you're out and about in those areas, because I know a lot of people, they're whole 2, 3, 4 towns over. So, but anyway, I got the poster, and it took a long time for it to come, and then my post office almost lost it. Almost. So anyway, my postcard made it on their poster and their cover for their catalog, which I didn't purchase because the catalog was more than I was comfortable spending, much less I can't imagine what the postage would have been on that because it's, heavy. So I'm so excited. See my girl, just a whisper. Just a whisper. Thank you. I'm just so stinking happy. And it sold on opening weekend when they opened, which was, I think, last weekend, maybe the weekend before. And this year it was, the sale was held in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, which is probably they probably had really bad weather and maybe even flooding because they are near the coast there. I think. I don't know. I'd be lying. I better not even talk about geography right now. So I feel very blessed that she made it on there because she was obviously in the right color scheme, which you never know. You never know. So I'm real proud of that. And then they sent me, because they had some leftovers from 2019, and they sent me a 2019 poster. And I'm sure there was probably others that were on the catalog, because the catalog has a much bigger picture thing. Let me see if I can find it, because I took a picture of it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Well, no, that way's better. Come on. Glare. I don't know if you can see, but see how their catalog, it's got a lot more pictures on it. So anyway, I was tickled, and I meant to show y'all that last month and forgot because I'm that way. And I guess they went with blues. Well, actually, there's several different colors in there, and that one was held in Edinburgh. And this year, well, for 2021, I shouldn't say this year, for 2021, they are going back to the UK. I'm not sure which Pacific country that's going to be in. But anyway, the reason you do these, you send them in, and all proceeds, I better not say, I don't know, proceeds go to a charity. And I'm assuming it's whoever's hosting the sale. I'm assuming it's their charity, whatever charity they pick, with approval of Twitter art exhibit. I'm just throwing it out there because that seems the most logical thing to me. And quit operating, Norton. Don't nobody want you working. Well, it won't close now. There it goes. So next year, I can remember who the charity is for the leukemia something to help patients with chemo. Now, we're very familiar with chemo and cancers around my house. All right, very familiar. And leukemia, lymphoma, and multiple myeloma are all blood cancers. And that's why we are familiar with it. Okay. And so you can bet I will be doing a postcard. I've already been having ideas flash in and out of my brain during the night, when you wake up. Yeah, go ahead, y'all, look it up. I mean, the only thing it's going to cost you is a stamp, but because it's out of country, you're going to have to use a bigger stamp. I think for the United States to send out of country, including Canada or Mexico, I think it's $1.15 or $1.20. And but this past year, because it was in America, I just had one regular forever stamp. Hey, Joyce, how are you, darling? And but it just costs you one, and you don't have to be a fantabulous artist, okay? And there I have seen, because like I said, I've been doing this for, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 years, 4, 5, 6 years, something like that. I have seen all kinds of things, from real fancy stuff you think would be on a big 16 by 20 canvas artwork, to very simple graphite pencil drawings. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. There's abstract, there's realism, you can do collage. If it's mailable, you can do it. Okay. They don't want thick 3D stuff, and you can't have, like, pastels are not going to work, because that stuff is just going to, disappear. So no pastels, that kind of thing. And yeah, whatever the official UK postcard size is, it's bigger than a 4x6. Not a lot, but just enough that it does make a difference. And they do have to have those certain guidelines in place, because that's how they arrange. They know how much space they need to set these up for the live sale. And of course, this year the live sale is over. Yeah, that's right, Billie. Essentially, like $1.20 to mail it, and your time in making your postcard. Now, they do want original postcards. Okay. So it's not like you can go to the store and buy one and send it. That's not going to work, y'all. This is your own design, decorated postcard. Last year, I carved a stamp and used the stamp from my postcard. Well, I carved it, and then I, did other stuff to it. It's not like I just used a store-bought rubber stamp. Anyway, that's just a whole lot of information. You can go to their website and get the particulars, and they do, the call is open. I believe they've already put the call out there for 2021 postcards, and all the criteria is on the website, the charity that it will be going to, and that kind of thing is there. And what else? What is it? It's, I think if you just Google Twitter art exhibit, I'm pretty sure the website will come up. So I have to go to the ladies' room, y'all. Not to announce it, but I'm announcing it. In the meanwhile, y'all start thinking about numbers, because some live viewer is going to get to pick the number of the folder we're going to use today. Not just yet. And you have from 1 or to 59. So start thinking about it, and I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I sure thought I went to the ladies before. Oh, well, look at you, Billie. You just jumping out there. Just jumping out there with number 48. Okay, let me write it down. Don't forget to thumbs up, y'all. I appreciate it. And hello, lurkers. And I like to write this down. I really still don't know why, but I like to write it down. So folder 48. What is that from? Let me do some math so I can count from the back, because it'd be faster than me counting all the way to. Okay, so we have 59 minus 48 equals 11 from the back. Ha ha. There we go. Okay. Jimmy Johnson for my mama. NASCAR fandom. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was still 10. 11. All right, so that's number 48. Okay, let me roll my buggy back out of the way. All right. Let's see what kind of treasure. Oh, I didn't even think. We'll be working in this, which is my SCUFS. Hashtag SCUFS for studio cleanup folder stuff. Studio gets a mess. I pile and pile and pile, so it starts falling over. Then I go through them all and I put whatever papers or whatever stuff I find that I like together in a manila folder. Okay? So that's what this is. And this is a studio cleanup folder journal that we actually made on live show this year. I don't know, a couple months ago. I love the size. It's the same size we used for the original one. And this is what it looks like in here. This has got a tag, little image underneath. It's got a little another tag over here, diamonds, and then this is our inside. It's got a nice little tuck spot right there. And I've decided for this particular journal, we're just going to work on the right hand side of the page because, hey, Mary Ellen. Oh, yeah, hurricane. Dang that, Sally. So, because there's no law that says you have to work on both sides of your paper. And because I do bumpy stuff, I thought we would just work on the right hand side in this one. So that's what we're going to do. And this was last month. And this is actually a pocket here. We got very fancy, y'all. And then it also opens up and there's plenty of room for journaling. If one should ever actually happen to journal in one of their journals, namely me. And she kind of tucks in there. It's a little tight, but she'll get in there. So, and perfection is just perception. Ha!